Meet Shivani. She is a development manager in an IT organization. She likes to solve problems and keeps a deep interest in new technology. Currently, she has been entrusted with a new project, for which she wants to implement domain-driven design. She has a developer named Shiva and a domain expert Ravi in her team. Nobody in her team has prior experience in implementing DDD before, putting her in challenging situation. Ravi is the domain expert. He has been part of the business in the domain for 10 years. He has vast experience in retail industry. Introducing Shiva, he is a very talented developer who likes to design and build application using Java technology stack, always eager to learn new technology and concepts. Shivani decides to have a brainstorming session to decide on how to implement the DDD and what is the timeline looks like if they have to learn on their own. Considering the timeline for delivery after quick retrospection during the session, Shiva and Ravi decides to have consultant in the team to help them to implement DDD. Meet Bala. He is a senior architect and consultant providing coaching and mentoring to various teams, helping them to understand and implement DDD in their projects. He has a lot of experience in building mobile, desktop application at enterprise level and also rich knowledge in hosting applications in private and public cloud. The entire team started their first working session with Bala. Bala asked the first question, why we should do design? To which Shiva, being the designer, responded with one Steve Jobs quote, "Design is not just what it looks like and feels like. Design is how it works." However, he is curious to know what DDD means and why designers use it, hence, he asks the question of why domain-driven design? Bala answers that we do DDD so that we can put domain experts and developers on a level playing field, which produces software that makes perfect sense to the business, not just the developers. DDD provides sound software development techniques that address both strategic and tactical design. Strategic design helps us understand what are the most important software investments to make, what existing software assets to leverage in order to get there fastest and safest, and who must be involved. Tactical design helps us craft the single elegant model of a solution using time-tested, proven software building blocks. Bala asks what a complex and non-trivial domain is for you, addressing the team. Ravi responds by saying, organization invest in the non-trivial, the more complex, the most valuable and important stuff that promises to return the greatest dividends. That's why such a model is called a core domain. It is these and second the significant supporting subdomains, that deserve and get the biggest investment. Bala agrees and adds to the conversation saying DDD is used to model a complex domain in the simplest possible way. DDD is never used to make your solution more complex. What qualifies as complex will differ from business to business. Every organization has its own problem statement to solve and its own challenges. Shivani also agrees. She says, so rather than determining what is complex, it may be easier to determine what is non-trivial. For Shiva, it has been an interesting conversation so far. He wanted to learn more, so he asks, when do you know that DDD is not the right choice? Bala likes the question as it is important to know when not to use DDD. He answers, if your application is data-centric and truly qualifies for a CRUD solution, where every operation is basically a simple database query to create, read, update and delete, or if the application has not more than 30 user stories, with each of those flows having only minimal business logic. Shiva asks again, this time the opposite, when do you know DDD is the right choice? Bala answers, there are three probable scenarios. 1. The system is expected to have 30 to 40 user stories or more with use case flows that could be complex. 2. Application features are going to change over time and the complexity of change can't be anticipated. And 3rd, don't understand the domain because it's new. Nobody has done DDD before. It is complex and needs analysis to determine the complexity. Stay tuned to experience the journey that Shivani and her team goes through while solving the problem statement using DDD. The problem statement that Shivani and her team are going to solve is related to development of a Scrum project management application for their enterprise from scratch. If you liked the video, please like, share and subscribe to the video.